Salutations or Buenos Dias cockbites. I don't know anymore. Oh, good lord. Let's turn this down a bit, shall we? So I can hear you guys. Or at least you can hear me. Okay. You heard it right, and welcome. This is a up-to-date 2020... Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Whoops. Whoops. Hold on. I'm right back. Yeah, you just, oh my God. I cannot believe that happened during, during this. I am, I'm gonna turn that off for a second. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry if I went, I did not mean for that to happen. I'm sorry, but, well, that's a funny intro. Okay. But no, like I said, welcome. This is a up-to-date Elden Ring new player's guide, or maybe there's some older players that might not know something about this or not. Find something new for 2025 for new players for Elden Ring. Keep in mind, this is not for Elden Ring Night Rain. If you have not played Night Rain, which is actually a completely different game, surprisingly different mechanics. You can't make your characters, anything like that. It's, in a sense, kind of like Sekiro, where you can only customize them via outfits, but you can't do anything like that. Yada yada. But this is for Night Rain, and I'm also making this because they're getting ready to come out with the Tarnished Edition, which is going to add like a couple new classes. I think there's actually one that's actually going to be starting off with a great sword, like an ultra great sword. I think it is. I don't know. It's pretty fucking cool. But this is for the new players or players that might be returning. And I'm just going to give like some tips, tricks. And first off, at the moment, I think I have like 216 hours on the PS5 version. On the PS4 version, I think I have almost like 4,000. And like I said in the description, I platinumed Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. What was the other one? Bloodborne, Sekiro Shadows Die twice, and Elden Ring at least 3 times. I also platinumed. Oh, still in the process of platinuming Code Vein that way, and I'm also doing. I did Remnant from the Ashes. I'm doing Remnant 2, and I'm also planning on doing. What is the other one? Oh, and Night Rain. I just platinumed that too. Yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain. I also platinumed, and I'm in the Lords of the Fallen. So yeah, I'm a pretty big Soulsborne kind of dedicated fan. But first off, I want to talk about a couple things that I'm going to basically show with my main character. This is Titan. Hey, Titan. How you doing, sexy? I'm doing fine. Thank you. I know. I am literally insane. But, no. So I'm going to go over like some recommendations for classes and like how you want to set your thing up. I mean, some people call it min-maxing. I call it blueprints. I don't really know what the fucking difference is. Pardon my language. Again, this is an adult-rated game compared to like GTA 5 nowadays. And let's be honest, I mean, where that's a whole nother story. But for this at least, we are going to be going over like the classes that are available now. This might actually change in the future. I think it will because there will be 2 others. And I'll be talking about like certain builds, setups, tips, like where to actually go for runes and stuff like that. I actually backed up my save before this and deleted one of my lower level characters. I'll get him back in a minute. But yeah, so let's start off with something simple. We're going to go to status, and we're going to push the touchpad for help. I think it's differently on Xbox. I don't know. I don't play that shit. So you get your level, your runes held. This is like it says total runes in position, and upon dying you'll drop runes. That's standard Dark Souls. This is the numbers of runes needed. So if this number is smaller than this one, and when you go to level up, it'll tell you. Then your Scatter Tree Blessing, that's for the DLC. We'll talk about that later. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing, again, Scatter Tree. Vigor's your HP. Mine's basically what would call your, I don't know what the fuck it was called in the other games. Your intelligence? I don't know. Your FP for your skills. Endurance, it says, you know, how heavy your stuff can be. Strength is basically for strength scaling. Physical defense. Dexterity. Dexterity in this one's actually pretty weird because a lot of people don't go into this. It says it also boosts your attack power, dexterity scaling weapons, reduces spell casting time, softens fall damage, and makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. I have had a character who's got, I think I do have a character who's got 99 dexterity, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. I don't know if possible. Your intelligence, you know, improves magic resistance, faith, which boosts your faith scaling, and you know. But the thing is, though, faith scaling. Here's the thing, though. Faith, if you look at it, says, you know, your incantations, but arcane boosts your holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries incantations. Now, if you go over here to resistances, you know, immunity, your resistance to various poisons and rot. Okay, robustness, resistance to blood loss and frostbite. Focus, resistance to bouts of sleep and madness, and vitality, resistance to death. Now, in PvP, I've never seen a lot of people, haven't come across a lot of people that have used a lot of the death blight stuff, which is basically cursed from the other games, but I've maybe seen like maybe once or twice. But you'll see a lot of people who do, you know, sleep and madness. Definitely blood loss and frostbite. Just so you're aware, like it says, the higher the number, the lower your susceptibility. It takes a lot from me for Titan to actually have for blood to proc and frostbite, and that's governed by, I think it is, endurance. Yeah, so endurance will increase robustness. So my first tip for any new player is, depending on your playstyle, if you're going to be melee focused, like you're going to be in the fray, even if you're going to be like, you know, casting a bit of spells, please vigor, please invest in vigor. Not investing in vigor will get you killed a lot quicker than you think. Now, if you're a mage, that's not going to be your biggest thing because realistically, mages aren't going to be wanting to, you know, be in the fray, but they will if they need to. But that's sort of like a last minute thing. Honestly, if you could, and you might be wondering, oh, you got 99 endurance, 99 strength, 99 vigor. Okay, you're not getting a whole lot of stuff back. I don't care because strength is the only stats in the game. I think it's the only stat that when you two-hand something, you're basically what I call overclocking it. So when you two-hand it, I think the points go up by an extra 10. So I think it's like 110 or maybe 100 strength. I think I forget. It's pretty OP. So yeah, your poise. I have 75 poise. You can increase this. Your equip load, stamina, FP. Your FP is for your skills and spells. That's your health, and stamina is basically for certain actions. Stop it, Coco. Bad. No, I'm doing something. Talking to my dog. Discovery is basically, you know, governs likelihood of fighting items from stuff like that, memory slots, blah blah blah. Now you start off with a total of, I think it is 2, but you can only have a total of 10 in the game. And you get these by finding memory stones. One you get from beating the Red Wolf or Radagon in Radio Lucaria Academy before you fight Renala. One I know you can buy from the Twin Maiden Husk in the Round Table Hold. And I think the other ones you find around the map, if I remember correctly. But I'm not focusing on that right now, so... But we're just talking about starting stuff. That's like later on, okay? And if you're wondering, oh, well, you got the DLC, how do you get there? Yeah, I'm too stupid to realize how to look that up. Well, I will show you, my friend. So, if you see this map, okay, and you push R1 on the PlayStation, this is the Shadow of the Erdtree. This is a completely different area. But to get to here, from here, you first need to get to this place, which is the uh, Mogwin Dynasty area. I forget the name of the place. Actually, if you press triangle, it is the Mogwin Palace. That's what it is. Yeah, Mogwin's Palace. And basically, you have to get to Moog. And Moog is the kind of creepy dude who has Mikola like in a cocoon. Once you beat him, then you touch him. You touch Mikola's really messed up, withered arm, and you meet Needle Knight Letta, and then you get sucked into here. And you'll first spawn in at the Church of Benediction, which actually is right below that. It's in a cave right here, and this will be your first one, the Graveside Plain. So, yeah, there's that. So, as far as, like, armor is just, it can be, some of it can be viable for your build, some of it can be, like, you can be completely naked and have a pot on your head, like that loser, Let Me Solo Her. That is my opinion. I don't like Let Me Solo Her, and the reason for that is, I'll explain later, I don't think he deserves all the praise he's getting when there are other people that are way better. But that's besides the point. So, let's talk about weapons. So, Titan, do you mind getting up? Absolutely. Here we go. Thank you. So, there are two types of weapons. There are regular and there are special. Special also counts towards boss weapons. So, the greatsword here is actually a regular weapon because regular weapons can be upgraded with smithing stones, whereas with special weapons like the jar cannon, which you get from a boss, and yes, this is kind of basically the same thing as the cannon from Bloodborne, but there's actually two. There's one that does magic damage in this one, and actually this one scales better with strength than the magic one. The special things that get the special weapons and boss weapons need to have somber smithing stones, which are white rocks. Now, when it comes to talismans, these are your talisman slots. You start off with one, so it's this slot right here where the Crimson Amber Medallion +3 is. This is a DLC item. I don't remember where I got it, but yeah. Then after you beat Margit, I think it's Margit, or basically you beat one of the first Legacy Dungeon characters, one of the main ones, then you get your second slot, which is here. Then, once you beat two of the main bosses, which could either be Margit, Ranala, which is normally what you would normally do if you don't know the secret to get to the Altus Plateau. But if you do know how to do that, it could be either Margit. No, sorry, it's not Margit. Yeah, Margit. Hold on. Yeah, Margit, you get your second one. Then it has to be either Godric or Ranala. But if you know the way to get the secret to get the Altus Plateau early, then it could be Godric, Ranala, or Radahn. Yes, you can get the Radahn early. Now, the thing is, that's when you get this one. You get this when you talk to the finger maiden husk lady in the room with the two fingers, and then after that, you beat Godfrey's like golden image in Leylandel. You can't miss him. He's literally a story mission boss. Then you get your fourth slot. Yeah. So. What was I saying? So yeah, smithing stones. Okay. So when you first load in let's open the map. So you'll start here at the Stranded Graveyard. Go up here. You go through here. That's right there. No. Yeah, it's right here. And then you'll come to the first step right outside this building here. And then if you go through here, there will be a tree sentinel. Don't mess with that thing. Trust me, he's killed probably millions of people, more people than probably Hitler did, and you'll get to the Church of Ella. Now, then you'll meet this gentleman, Santa, as everyone calls him, but his name's Kale. He's pretty chill. Kale, how you doing? Really? Just want to sit down? Really? Yes. Okay. I'm going to talk to Kale real quick. Okay. And one of the things you immediately want to buy from him is the crafting kit. I believe when the game first came out, it was 600, but now it's 300. I don't know. I might be wrong. The crackpots are something you can do for your throwables, but this enables you to practice crafting items, certain stuff. This thing's like kind of see things from far away, but I don't know. It's up to you. So then once you have that, you have the option to go to item crafting. The reason why this is so useful is because you're going to want to co-op at all. To get any sort of co-op, you need to craft these things called furl calling finger remedies, or just basically peanut butters. If you look at them, like you just look at them, they kind of look like in those little things of peanut butters, you get with like with the crackers and stuff. So we just call them peanut butters. Now, these require, to make one, it requires 2 Erdley flowers. What do you want, dog? Go. Coco, go. Go lay down. Go to bed. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Sorry. Now, there's like a thing I'll show on how to get some of these early on, but there's a way better spot that you can get at the beginning of the game. And you don't even have to fight Godric or any bosses whatsoever. Coco, go. My puppy is basically bugging with me. So yeah, you need these to actually stop it. You need these to actually I had an adjustment for a second. You need these to actually even do any sort of co-op. When it comes to multiplayer, you can do this and you can set a multiplayer password. This can be anything you want, like D's nuts or whatever. Preferably don't use something that's popular. That's like a saying, like D's nuts. I've had several instances where we had like something like that. I think we did have D's nuts. And basically what happens is when you're trying to summon somebody, someone else can use it, can see the password if it's something popular. So like these nuts. Group passwords, they basically give you like they give you a boost. Like every so often you'll probably see me on the screen where it says like, oh, someone defeated an Elder Lord, someone became the Elder Lord, someone killed the Shardbearer. Then you get a temporary rune increase, tiny little boost. And that's pretty much it. You need this to even be summoned. This basically lets you be summoned, leaves your summon sign like all over the place. A duelist furl finger is for PvP, so you can fight each other. This is so you basically have people summon you here. These are literally just the same thing. Invade is a recusant, invade is a bloody finger. This is to become a hunter, which would be Blades of the Dark Moon if you know the classic game. And this is basically so you can summon a Blade of the Dark Moon. That's pretty much. So like I was saying, let's talk about weapons. Let me go over here. And I will grab just a piece of crap weapon. For example, let's see. Let's grab a piece of crap. Let's grab a short sword and a Reduvia. Okay. So, when you first spawn in from here, the first step, you'll meet Vare. You can kill him. I mean, his weapon's, I guess, okay for a beginner. But you're just starting off. You're not that really OP. I would recommend it, but if you can. Then you come over here, and there's this hammer right here, the smithing table, and you can strength the armament. But you can only strengthen it to level 3. Now, like I said, this one requires somber smithing stones, and the brackets mean the rarity of the stone. So every time you crank that up, that you increase it, that number goes up. Now, with somber smithing stones, which are used for boss weapons and special weapons, there's only one. You only need one of each. So you need one white stone. So one. Oh my god. So if you need a white stone 1, white stone 2, and I'm saying when I say the number 2, I mean the brackets. So white stone 1, white stone 2, all the way up to 9, and then you need a really rare somber ancient dragon smithing stone, which are really rare. Now, if you look at this, it says smithing stone rank bracket 1, but it requires 2. So let me go back to the round table hold. Come on. The table lost grace. And I'll explain how to do this. See, you can get unlimited of these. You don't have to farm them or anything like that. but you need smithing stone bell bearings and somber smithing stone bell bearings. So you go here and you go over towards the little stones right here next, right before the keys, and it says bolstering materials. So if you see here, it says smithing stone bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If we go down here, it says somber smithing stone, or as I call it, white stone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, while you need only one of these, they're more expensive, as you can see. Like a white stone one is 2,000 compared to this one being 200, and that's because they can only go to 10. Now, for the Reduvia, I said you need a. Let's say we are going to level up the Reduvia. You need a white stone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. A 10 is going to be somber ancient dragon smithing stone, or as I call it, a white stone 10. Now, a nice little feature is when you're in here, it tells you the number of held, right where it says somber smithing stone bracket 1. NO held, meaning numbers held, you can hold up to 999. So that way, if you're like, oh crap, what do I need if I'm going to level up the Reduvia, then you just come back here and you're like, okay, 1. So obviously I have 1, 1, 3 twos, 11 threes, 23 fours, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, till you have what you need. Now, the thing is, though, not every, in my opinion, not every special weapon outdoes the power of a normal. So you might be asking, okay, so do I need 2 of each for a normal weapon? No. That's where it gets tricky and a bit more expensive, but also, in my opinion, it makes sense why the normal weapons are a bit better. So if you see here, it says I have numbers held, a number of held, 0, but if I go here, I have 15, right? Okay, so for, what do we have on me again? What do I have on me? I have a short sword, all right? Now, if I were to level this up, the short sword, I need 12 smithing stone ones. Well, rank 1 smithing stones. 12, yes. Because you need 2 for the first level, then 4 for the second level to a +2, and for a +3 you need 6. That adds up to a total of 12. Now here's the thing. You need 12 for every one of these except for the ancient smithing dragonstone, the gold one. So that's 12 ones, 12 twos, 12 threes, 12 fours, 12 five, 12 6, 12 7, and 12 eights. You don't need a 9 because once you do the rank 8, because like it says reinforced armament up to 24. Once you get it to +24, then you need the gold one, which is the ancient dragon smithing stone. It's expensive, but it really outdoes itself in the performance. Now, I'll probably get, I guess I could go over the glove warts and the summons. If you don't know, you can summon these things called spirit summons, and you can get specials up there, just like with the weapons. There's normal summons and special summons and legendaries. The mimic tier, which and honestly is in my opinion is the best one for warrior and like fighter type styles, because once you get the mimic tier to +10, it literally scales to your level no matter what level you are when you craft it. Like if you're level 200, when you get it to +10, and then like you level up past, then you're like 200, and then you keep going up and up and up. It's always going to be on par with you as far as power. For those, I'll show again in under bolstering materials. For regulars, you need Grave Glovewort, and for the specials, you need Ghost Glovewort. There's bell bearings for those two. I don't know where most of them are. So, with that being said, What else is there to talk about in my notes? Um, okay. First off, we're gonna do this. This is a bit of a public service announcement. Okay, so going to multiplayer, when you choose to be a hunter, okay, you can get summoned out of randomly if someone's being invaded. There are also these things called the arena, which you have to find from each one of these coliseums. There's this one here, the Limgrave. Then there's the one over here, which is the Caelid. And then there's the one that's actually in the capital, which is the Royal Colosseum. Royal Colosseum is for one-on-ones. Limgrave is for team, and Caelid is for like one-on-one, but like with spirit summons, which is pretty cool. Listen to me. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. Do not do a fucking fight club and just expect somebody to be okay with it. I like to be a hunter and I try to help people, right? I don't expect at all. I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go help somebody. I don't want to be involved in a fight club, okay? That's what the arena is for. For those who don't know how to get to the arena, pretty much when you load in at the beginning, you can go here. Like, later, I'll just draw a line right here. So, you start here, come out here. There's Kale. Go this way. Go up here. Go this way. Go here. Go this way. Go here. Go here. And there will be a guy that invades you. It's an extra NPC. Then on front of it will actually be the red duelist finger. And that's how you start. That's how you start the Colosseum. That's it. And then when you come back here, you use this fucking thing. Enter Colosseum. That's it. That's it. Do that. Don't fucking start a goddamn fight club wasting everybody's goddamn time. Thank you. So, what we're going to do now, after I've told you all that, is I'm going to quickly just store that shit back into my thing. Okay. Okay, Reduvia. Make sure I don't have anything else on me. This is what a smithing, ancient dragon smithing stone. That's one, the gold one. That's what you need for the. It says strengthens armaments to plus 25, and this one is to strengthen special armaments to plus 10. So yeah, like I said, there's also a plus. Hold on, do I have one? Let me double check. Yeah, there's a great grave glove ward, and then there's this one, the great ghost glove ward. You know, renowned ashes to plus 10, which is special, and this one is to regular to plus 10. All right, so now that I did that, I'm gonna log out real quick, and now we'll begin a quick little rundown and like a quick little cheap guide on how to actually talk about like classes. As far as I know, I've played as both female. I've played both as male. As far as I know, there isn't a goddamn difference between the two. So, and also this is going to be updated with the new Tarnished edition. So, here are the classes. Vagabond. Don't worry about type A and B. A is male, B is female. So, Vagabond, Warrior, Hero, Bandit, Astrologer, Prophet, Samurai, Prisoner, Confessor, and the fucking meme. Don't ever choose the fucking meme unless you're just being a fucking dick. Like, you don't dick around. So when you press triangle, it literally shows you the attributes. This is a level 1. I've seen people do this like for jokes. The problem is though with this fucking thing. The wretch is, besides it starts off with level 1, is it's a waste of leveling. This is more like for people who just want to try to do a no-hit run or basically a no level up run, which honestly that is ridiculous, especially since some of the bosses are so like crazy. I hate some of the guidelines they do too. Like, hey, can you beat this without moving? It's like, no, but they always have some fucking loophole. Because if you look at this, the wretch compared to the confessor, right? Let's say that you find a weapon that needs. Let's say you find a weapon that needs 16 strength or dex, right? The wretch only has 10, whereas the confessor has 12 strength and dex. Well, you need 16, right? So for the confessor, You need 16. You only need to have 4 level ups, whereas compared to this, you would need an actual 6. Why you would want to not do this fucking one, but do this one, is because you need 6 for this one, but only 4 for this one. You could then put those 4 other points to get 16 strength into, say, probably um, maybe a faith. So you have 16 strength and 16 faith. So yeah, don't ever choose the wretch unless you're a fucking idiot, in my opinion, or a fucking asshole wants to try and show off because you have a little fucking dick or you don't get any fucking sex. I don't know. So when it comes to, like I said, the genders, I have never noticed any difference, like in iframes or anything like that. Maybe like, obviously the difference in like someone say, oh, there's a lovely woman, there's a handsome lad. That's probably it. That's all. So when you look at the classes and you're thinking to yourself before you even pick, you're like, what kind of build do I want? Do I want to be a strength faith? Do I want to be a dex faith? Do I want to be a dex int? Do I want to be a strength int? Do I want to be pure strength? Do I want to be pure dex? Do I want to be an arcane? Do I want to have high arcane? Do I want to be like a dex arcane or a strength arcane? There's plenty of that to think about. So if you wanted to be a pure faith user, like you don't use anything but faith spells or primarily weapons that scale only in faith, like the Cipher Pata and the Coated Sword, then obviously you would go for the Prophet because they have 16 faith, 11 strength, and 10 dex, which isn't bad. Now, at the same time, let's say you want to be a strength. Let's say you want to be a strength faith, then go for the Confessor because they have 12 strength and 14 faith. Which, yeah, I mean, sure, the Prophet has 16 faith, but at the same time, if you look at their equipment and their other stats, they have 10 vigor, whereas this one has 10 vigor, but also has more strength. So you're going to spend less points trying to make a strength faith with a Confessor rather than a Prophet, because that's what I like to call making a blueprint. Now, let's say you wanted to be a strength int, right? So the two options we have are the prisoner or the astrologer. The astrologer has 8 strength but 16 intelligence, whereas the prisoner has 11 strength and 14 intelligence. Honestly, you're gonna want to go for the prisoner in that regard. But let's say you want to be just a pure faith caster, like I said, or basically a magic user. Well then, pure faith, constantly rely on people to take care of you, go for the prophet. Want to spam magic like it's like you're like Harry Potter on crack, go for the astrologer. Now, let's say you want to make a dex build, pure dex, right? Let's look at some of the well, obviously, the Confessor, really good for quality. Wretch, of course not. Prisoner, 14 dex, not that good. Samurai, 15 dex, best choice. Prophet, 10, no. Astrologer, 12, no. Dexterity on the bandit is actually 13, not bad. Hero, mostly strength, low 9 dexterity, no. The warrior, 16 dexterity, really good. And finally the vagabond with 13 and 14, okay? Now, here's the thing though, it comes all down to whether you're going to be the warrior or you're going to be the samurai. Samurai has 15 dex, but 12 vigor, which isn't bad. And then if you go to warrior, has 11 vigor but 16 dex. So if you're going to be pure dex, go for warrior. That'd be the best one. Now, if you want to have a sort of a dex arcane build, like having, the katana and a bleed build, especially since you can get what is it? That's called the Nagakiba? Is that the big ass samurai sword? Yeah. Or just, bleed in general. I've done this before. I have one. Go for the bandit. Why? The arcane scaling and the dexterity on it might not be well, the dexterity is not bad, but that arcane, it's got the best arcane. So if you look at the Samurai 8, Prisoner 9, 9. Again, fuck that class. 10 on that one. That's not bad. 9. 14 again. So yeah, and that's one. And for me, a multi-class person is definitely going to be Vagabond. I think Vagabond is honestly the best one in my opinion, at least for like tanky stuff. But just for the sake of this, let's do Bandit. And what should we name her? Let's call her Nora. There you go. Keepsake. A lot of people use the golden seed. You could. I'm just going to do it just for the sake. Let's do a load favorite. Let's do that. There you go. Okay, and we're good to go. So, you're going to load in. You're going to see crap, obviously, because, well, actually, no, it's not crap. What am I thinking? Don't want to spoil this for anyone. So, when you load in, that's for the DLC, because they have the DLC, the ring and stuff like that. Yeah, let's do this. More chaos. You load in, and this is going to be here, the Poison Finger. You start off with, okay, you got the Buckler, which honestly has the best parry frames in the game. That's, if you want to do like something just for the parries, that's honestly what I would do. The Great Knife has bleed. That's why I said we're going to go for that, because they're arcane scaling. Also, the Great Knife only drops from the demi-humans, which is the little tiny little monkey fuckers run around. Also, you get the bow, which has barrage. Oops, okay. Actually, I'll take that off. I'll keep that on. And the bandit set, so let's go in here. Whoops. Okay. Stop it. Yeah, I get it. Go here. And we'll go to history. We're going to do Seekers. There we go. Okay. Get the little rune boost. And you'll be at the Chapel of Anticipation, which you can't see right now, but you're pretty much south. Because that is Stormville Castle. I guess you can't see much, can you? So we're going to go through here. Some people can actually beat this boss at the beginning, but the thing is, though, it doesn't matter if you beat him or not, because as soon as you walk to that door to the right, this way over there, as soon as he spawns in, you go forward and you die. You have to die, so it doesn't matter if you're skilled or not, so... Hello, Mr. Scion. I'm busy. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Oh no, Nora died. She dead. And like I said, you immediately have this thing right here. Yeah. Apparently somehow they managed to grab your body out of the bottom of the ocean and throw it in here. Like the trash. Your flask of tears. And then the cave of knowledge. I will be honest with you, Elden Ring is the only game out of all I have played. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and even Night Rain, I don't think even has it truly to the full extent this game does. But yeah, this one has a tutorial. So he'll be like, blah, 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 go down the cave. So yeah, if you're new, go down the cave. Whoop, there you go. Or don't. It's up to you. Site of Grace, yeah, like I said, that's not at all in the other games. So flasks, add flask, that's where we have the golden seed. Okay, allocate flasks. Go. Take that off. Gotta run through here. Because another good reason to actually do this is because once you beat the final boss, you get a guaranteed enough runes to actually get the crafting kit. Guarding. Come on. There we go. Petty! Dodging. Ah, crap, that sucked. Still haven't figured out how to do their parry yet. This is why we grab the bow, because this guy will be up there and we can bring him down early. Come on, buddy. Come on. That's what he wants. Come on. Petty! Where's Perry? He's in your face. No, 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 no. Clam slam. Grab those. I'll tell you about raw fruit. Gotta keep going. Then tells you about two-handing, so if you push and hold triangle and then push R1 while holding it, or L1, you switch between your left-handed weapon. So there you go. Come on. He should do a shield bash. Come on. Come on, do the shield bash. You're gonna make this difficult, aren't you? There you go. Oh, he just was not doing his stuff. Probably because it's the tutorial area. Alright, so he's dead. Gonna go right here. And like I said, it's the only one I've seen so far of the Souls games that I honestly don't. Lock on, you know, standard. That gives you actual visual context. Perry, the platypus is in your gut. Bleh. Fucking Disney. And then right here, like I said, it shows you how to use both. It was never like that in the others. So we're going to learn about skills. Quick step. Also, the reason why I chose this is because I'm also going to show you guys how to get a double bleed set up with daggers. Hey, man, what's up? Look at me, yeah. How to backstab. Dead. You can kind of see the boss in here too if you move it just right. Yeah, there's the boss room. So then it tells you about stance breaking. Yeah. Whoo. Knife to meet you. All right. I don't even know how long this has been going, so let's see. It doesn't even tell me. Oh my god. Oh, 43 minutes. Huh. Okay. There you go. There you go. And dead. Yeah. So we should have like 600 runes, I believe. There you go. Yep, 600. Okay. So we go up here. And then we're going to go this way. Go over here. Grab this. Come on, grab it. There you go. There's the strength emote. Okay. Okay, then we go through here. Alright, gonna go through here. Grab this. Gonna rest real quick. Alright, do this. Grab this. This will be your finger sever and your co-op thing. The tarled furnished finger, so you can actually be summoned. So we don't... Yeah, so now we're just starting to get into the actual overworld. So open this. And there we are. So that is Stormville Castle. Come over here. Cadence of Grace. Sit down. Alright. Get up. Come over here. Grab this. This is the golden effigy, so you can actually be summoned from anywhere. Like, you could literally be summoned from, like, all the way to the other side of the map, the world, and then still be summoned back here. This is Vare. We're not going to mess with him right now. Blah, blah, blah. He basically says we are maidenless. We get no bitches. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever we want to call it. All right. Yeah. All right. So we're going to come down here. And the first thing we are going to do is we are not going to mess with him because he is way too high for us. We're going to grab some row of fruit. We're going to ignore the sheep. For some reason, I'm not sure if it's just me or sometimes when I kill the sheep, big boy over there gets aggroed. So grab some row of fruit, even though I won't need it. So then go around here. There's this right here. Okay, golden rune. And we're going to go in here. Okay, come over here. Talk about strengthening armaments. There we go. There's a smithing stone 1. Then we're going to talk to Santa. Okay. Nomadic people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then we're going to purchase. And like I said, it's 300. We're going to get that. And then we're going to take 200 and get a torch. So crafting, I get it, containers. So we're going to put the torch on this real quick. So until we get a lantern, we're just going to have the torch. And if you push and hold L1, which you use to guard, which does this, it kind of lights up the area. So don't need that right now, so okay. Sit down. Craft. So you need, like I said, 1 early flower, and then you need another early flower, and then you can make yourself a peanut butter. Okay, then you push options, item crafting, and then it says you need 2, and then boom. And then what I normally do is I go over to pouch, I remove that, and I put the peanut butter right there in the first slot. And then, yeah, we get that. Okay, so we're going to go this way. So our first objective, I should explain, is to go to this place here. You should always go to this little thing on that map first, because this actually gives you the map of the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a neat little trick to get the spirit summoning bell and torrent and some wolves for free. It's a kind of a, I guess it's a known trick, but not well known. So we're also going to get the, what do you call it? The whetstone. So we're going there. Say hello to our buddy. Hey, how you doing? It was nice to meet you. Got some bolts. Gonna pick some flowers and probably heal up too. And sneak over to this guy, stab in the butt. You're dead. The kukuri. Grab another one. Alright, that's already... So we could literally make another one, so we'd have 2. Kill this guy. He's dead. Grab the royal fruit. Come over here. You can learn more recipes for crafting when you find these books called cookbooks. Kill this thing. Because what these things do, these little scarabs, the white ones give you like ashes of war and like things. Teardrop scarabs gives you the stuff for your flasks. So we're gonna go down here. There's another one right there. Now this guy should be doing a shield bash, but got him right there. Soon as he lets with that guy with the buckler or any kind of parry, soon as he like goes to push as he's drawing his arm back, as soon as you start to see it move as it's coming forward, then kill him. All right, so we're gonna sneak over here. Okay. Gonna sneak down here. Oh, he heard us. We're still gonna go down here because down here is gonna be our wet blade and our first Ashes of War. We're not gonna care about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up. Gonna stab you in the butt. Go back this way. We're gonna go as much as we want because we still need to get Torrent and we need to get visit Ronnie for the first time. Yep. Parried like a bitch. Oh, my waifu. I need to tell you about my waifu. Oh, what's your waifu? Her name's... Oh, is it Lucy from Cyberpunk? Because you're ass, bro. No! Faggot. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Crap. Oh my god, that was so... That was so... I might have to redo this whole video because of that. Oh, I felt some... Whoops. I called the man a pile of sticks. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh crap. I'm definitely gonna have to read. Okay, so come on. God, this is the one time. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. Whew. So, then there's Torrent. Okay. And then, yeah, you can summon him. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here real quick. Sneak it behind here. Gonna grab this. Okay, so then we're gonna go back down to here. Oh my good lord above. And there's Ronnie.
I'd heard and upon look the talk thou art to call forth. I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis a best summon them with the spirits will now it is that.
And there's that, the spirit summoning bell and the wolves for free. So then we go over here, go to switch, and I'll put the wolves there. There you go. So yeah, I think after that little ordeal, that little comment, I'm probably gonna have to completely redo this, but that's okay. We'll stop there for now. I'm gonna have to redo this and probably delete that video. I cannot. Oh, I spend too much time on GTA. I apologize for that crap. I hope to God no one can actually hear my voice. I'd rather have to redo this entirely than have that on my conscience. Anyways, it's been fun. If I have to do this again, I will. Thank you so much. Seriously, this is why you don't play fucking GTA.